All right, you still here, Perfection?
I'm ready, bud.
All right. People are still filtering in, but I think it's time to wish everybody a good evening and welcome them to another edition of the Mega Man X2 tournament.
Welcome, guys.
Tonight we've got Trogdor and Yen. I believe this was out of Group D in the bracket. Yen's first match, Trogdor's fourth and final match of pool play. Yen trying to stop the unstoppable Trogdor from completely burninating the group and sweeping the whole thing.
Somebody's got to do it. Trogdor has been a complete menace with this game. He is unstoppable.
He's been a menace for years in this game.
I am completely aware. This dude is a beast. I haven't seen him put out anything other than a 33 ever. Maybe I missed something, but his consistency in this game is just I have no words. It's immaculate. It's beautiful.
It's just too good. What do we know about Yen?
Yen is a wonderful streamer. He's got great personality, and he has drive. So, I mean, I've seen things happen in the past that make me wonder, and maybe something will happen in his favor tonight. Who knows? X2 is a relentless game. Something could happen.
I mean, the Shoryu Rush can turn any one of these races around realistically, but like you said, Trogdor's pretty consistent, so he's a heavy favorite.
Definitely. Make sure you get your bets into the bookies, guys, because race is kicking off soon.
Indeed, we've been holding them up long enough as it is. Let's see if we can get some.
So Mr. Cab's getting the setup. If you guys haven't seen X2 before, this game is a treat. There is a slew of movement that you haven't seen. If you've only watched Mega Man X, Mega Man X2, you have the speed burner, which is pretty much double dash speed. You've got the strike chain, which will pull you faster. There's all kinds of movement and techniques and tricks in this game. It's fantastic. So you will not be let down by the performance of these gentlemen.
Alright, I'm asking them if they're ready because as soon as I leave this race, the race will get started in, 15 seconds.
And if you guys don't know, this is Mr. Cab doing the restream and the commentary here, and I am Perfection. We are getting down in just a few moments here, guys, so get ready for the Mega Man X2 race between Yen24 and Trogdor.
Mm-hmm. Both have readied up, so very shortly they're doing the title screen dance as it is.
What a wonderful dance.
Well, Yen faded out from the title screen. Get back there.
He's fine. Don't worry about it.
All right, I'm going to sync up on X crashing the bike.
Okay. So the beauty of X2, guys, is that as opposed to Mega Man X, you actually start with a dash. So you're moving quick right from the get-go. It's a fun game. We're going to start moving here.
Yeah. This intro stage, I'm getting used to saying, really is an intro stage. Nothing too special about it, but it teaches you the basics.
I like how X teaches you the basics without telling you anything. It's just like, hey, you can wall climb, you can do all this. And then X2 builds on that, and it's great. Current gen games don't do that. They tell you everything, and I like games that you don't have to be told. So we've got CFO here. We're going to do a charge shot and a buster shot, dash lemon. And this is going to be in quick succession. It's basically to save time. When you do a dash lemon far away from CFO, you're able to start charging quicker. So these guys have optimized the intro fight, and we're just saving time here. So very easy fight, but there is a little tech to it.
I didn't even know that about the charging faster piece. I just kind of saw that pattern and like, I guess they know something I don't.
Yeah, so when you do your dash lemon far away from CFO, you can start charging your shot as opposed to if you were to dash lemon right in his face. So you're saving frames there. Since you're charging more while he's being hit, you're charging during his iframes, and it allows for a little bit faster of damage. So the first heart tank is up here in Wire Sponge stage, top left, right at the start. So X is going to get his first upgrade there. And then we're going to do a little bit of nice movement, getting up there, getting the sub-tank. Trogdor having no issue.
Yeah, I mean, a couple of third try got it.
Yeah, Yen had to try a couple times. It's what that rain does, it actually pushes against X, so it slows down your movement a little bit and makes things a little more difficult. But these guys know what they're doing. And there's also RNG in this stage. The weather can change. It can be rainy, it can be summer and lag a lot, or it can be clear weather and give you nice RNG. That's what we want. We want the clear weather. And then there's gap jumps, guys. When you get to a ladder, X has an animation when he approaches the top of the ladder, and it loses frames to climb up it properly. So what these guys try and do is do a gap jump, and you kind of skip that animation. So you save the frames. I think I'm not sure how many frames to be honest, but it's less than half a second, but it adds up.
It's a few frames. Gap jump. I think you said it. Jumping up the ladders, kind of opening.
Trogdor is so fast.
That fight.
Yeah, he got. I'm not sure if it was God Sponge, but
I think he
it
did
was
because the sponge just kind of climbed up the rope twice, whereas
Wow.
Yen had a few times with the sponge spinning the strike chain around in front of him. He's got the sponge angry now. RNG just hating Yen for this race right now.
I'm gonna go ahead and give him the commentator curse. Trogdor can PB with this so far. He can. So
This is
what
like
you want...
wanting the opposing team to get no hit by saying no hits in the first inning.
So Trogdor got really good RNG there. Sponge going up prohibits him from becoming angry, and it saves a lot of time. If he just goes up in the air and you give him the dash lemons and you take him out before he gets angry, it's going to save you a lot of time. I think it's 7 seconds-ish if you watch his... I know, it's beautiful. If you watch his anger animation, it's going to be hard to keep up.
It's like 8 seconds for that. Trogdor there using the strike chain perfectly on that jump to kind of pull himself the little extra distance to be able to climb up here and get to the Buster Capsule early without the boots. Not the easiest jump, not the hardest jump either, but to get it first try. I mean, that's why he's Trogdor.
So that capsule, to get there normally, you would have to have dash boots. Apparently, strike chain is also efficient. It pulls you just close enough into that area where you can climb up that little gap there. It's pretty hard without the strike chain though, so it makes it much easier to have at least the strike chain. Normal casual players will have the dash boots, and you can just dash across that little gap and get up there no problem. Wow, I love this movement.
I'm kind of mesmerized by what Trogdor is doing. Yen's
agree.
actually not having a bad stage. He's just not having a Trogdor tier stage. What? No!
Ooh!
As I say it.
Look, I'm not giving the curses out. It's you, Mr. Cab. I'm sorry.
Wow.
That's not me.
Yeah, that one's on me. I owe him a drink.
So the difficulty there is you don't get a checkpoint until you get up that ladder near the heart tank.
And you have to move a little to the right.
Yep,
It's not
you have
just
to
the
move to
ladder.
the right as well. Trogdor drops the one cycle.
Ooh, this is your fault because you said he could still PB earlier.
Yeah, you're right. I messed him up. I'm sorry. All right, so nobody could PB here. We're fine.
Can he actually not PB from that alone?
He's a 3302, I believe.
So Yen, I think, popped out of the mech again. You jump out. That's not going to be far over enough. Oh my god.
I clenched there. That was a clench.
You'll jump out of the mech if you jump and hold up while you're in it. So it's. I'm wondering if he's got an kind of flaky D-pad on that.
He could.
Maybe it's up happy and he's just popping out by accident.
A key thing when you're in a mech, if you don't want to jump out, hold down and the direction that you want to go.
Yeah.
That way X will definitely not come out of the mech for you.
That's like a common thing in like so many games where it's like if you don't want to go in the door by accident, if you don't want to jump out of the thing, the opposite's true too. If you don't want to have a duck jump or a slide or something weird like that, just make sure you're holding the opposite vertical end of the D-pad.
Exactly. So what Yen's going to do here is he's going to do the normal chain. He's going to do a charge chain. I miss it. So Trogdor is going in stag stage here. He used a charge strike chain to get across that gap. Normally you want to ride on that beetle and hop across, but we got strats for that, guys. You don't have to wait. So Trog just jumped across the gap with the charge strike chain, grabbed the sub tank, and now he's moving up stag stage. He also got the heart upgrade there.
Yen jumped down on this first cycle trying to get the Buster combo on the Gator, missed it, and he's kind of resorting to the Dash Lemon strats. So
Which is safe.
Yeah.
Because if you're fighting Gator and you're not confident with your chain ability, if you use Buster, he will not go down instantly.
Yep. Trogdor punching that door open.
Mr. Cab, I want to play like that. Can I play like that?
One day.
One day.
Are we talking about Trogdor or Yen?
Yeah. Yes.
Good answer.
So Trogdor's doing, I believe it's the Orsa strat, or Ova? Is it Orsa or Ova?
I'm actually not as familiar with Stag Third as I should be.
All right, well, it's done.
It is.
Trogdor started with a charge buster shot and then dash lemons to follow up. And if you hug the wall, Stag will always jump at the same spot on the wall and jump to the right at the same spot. So you can plan for that. Do a dash lemon when he hits the right wall, and when he comes back from the right wall, and when he hits the ground. So that makes for a very fast fight with Stag Third. You don't need the weakness. It's very predictable. You can manipulate him. Awesome movement and tech by Trogdor there.
Just any of these fights, just, oh my god.
Alright, so we're in Magna Centipede stage. There's a lot of speed burner. There's also some chain action. That's just to optimize, of course. So here, Trogdor despawned and respawned that little box guy, and that allowed him to come up here and grab the heart upgrade. And there's a lot of falling blocks. Those guys like to kill people. They like to just smash you and end your run. But obviously Trog's had some experience here. And he'll also come up and grab the sub-tank. Now, this part with the little sword guy, we're going to do a chop register and blip, he's gone. You keep the strike chain in the right position long enough, you can one-shot that guy and just take him out instantly. If you don't line it up right, if you don't time it properly and get the dash to set up, you will not be able to hit him and one-shot him, basically. But Trog does it effortlessly. He's been around. He knows what's going on with this game.
Yen's also going up for that climb the wall Buster fight with Stag. Trogdor making very short work. What? I don't even know that mini boss's name.
Mini boss guy.
Mini boss.
Green
guy.
dude.
Green dude because we didn't get caught.
Yeah, if you get caught by the little scanner there, that mini boss gets upgrades and it makes it a lot longer of a fight, and he gets more abilities. Ooh, okay, so Centipede did not give Trog the right RNG there. He's just gonna give him some annoying tech here. Go ahead.
Yeah, just staying Stag down for Yen. Trogdor is, of course, looking for this pattern with the tail.
Exactly. You want this pattern. You want Centipede to start digging up his nose and using telepathy. And he spins his tail. Now, what you do is once his tail pieces go off screen, you do a dash jump to the wall and slide down, and it will desync the tail from its other piece. So it never syncs up. It'll just keep spinning around because it's desynced. And that way you can do charge neon, shot, and also a chain to just optimize the damage there and take out Centipede without him jumping and teleporting and lagging the screen. It's beautiful.
Indeed. Though I think I'll call you on it. I think it's telekinesis we're looking for, not telepathy. I'm not sure if he's reading X's.
Oh, you got me. You got me.
No biggie.
We call it TK in D&D, so...
It's still TK. It's a 5th level spell, usable by sorcerers and wizards.
Of course.
Used to grapple things. Good heart grab by Trogdor.
Trogdor got the heart grab there. That mech, you can flutter or tap repeatedly on the jump button, and it will flutter across and get fully across that gap without falling. It's wonderful. What Trog just did there is he lagged the game to the point of not loading the mini boss. The charged burner there will actually lag the game a bit, and it's just enough to keep that mini boss from fully loading. So we skipped that. It's really hard to keep up with Trogdor, to be honest.
Already triggered that giant crystal up there. What does that save? Like 1 second going up there first before you get the helmet down here?
Yeah, something like that. I'm not actually sure. I just know it is faster. If you're on emulator, you can actually crystal skip. So it's faster to go down to the capsule and then come up to the crystal, trigger it, and you'll clip through it.
We saw actually one of those crystal skips, I think 2 nights ago. And I'd never seen that before. It was amazing. So let's see if Trogdor can pull off the crystal snail quick kill here.
I would imagine so. You do a couple dash lemons in Snail's face, switch to Magnet Mine, charge it up while he's being shocked. Let it go when he jumps up towards his shell. You kick the shell away, hit him a couple times, kick the shell away again, and he's done for. Yen is having trouble. Oh, he's got the RNG.
Oh.
Nope. Couldn't take it.
Just keep hitting the Centipede while he's in the middle of these kind of big tail-oriented moves, but it looks like he just lost his Charge Buster.
Yeah, his charge is gone. He's going to have to switch to Strike Chain if he's going to want to do some real damage.
He lost all but 1 lemon now.
He should be alright. 1 more dash lemon.
Yep.
There he goes.
Over.
Centipede is gone.
It's one of the unfortunate things about X2 runs. A lot of games you'll see be defined by like movement throughout the entire game. But it's not that X2 isn't defined by movement. It's that there's a whole lot of RNG in boss fights, like more than you would expect. Trogdor not crashing the bike like myself and Fat Home yesterday.
It's easier than you think, guys. Crashing that bike is not difficult. I guarantee it.
It's funny, I think he crashed it on the giant ramp, which I had yesterday. Yen with a bad stage select.
Oh dear, that's another 16 seconds. So what I like to do for that bike ride there, to collect the heart, I like to let off the boost. And if you start turning around at the big weapon fill, beep beep strats from Trogdor, if you start left at the big weapon fill, you will turn around just in time to collect the heart safely. So I recommend letting off of the boost. I'm not sure what top tier runners do, but if you want to do it and maybe lose a few frames, that's the way to go.
Anything that gets you out of there without losing the bike.
Alright, so what Trogdor's going to do here with Ostrich is he's going to do a Dash Lemon and 2 Crystal Hunter shots, then Dash Lemon, quick switching to Crystal. So it's like tap, 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 and he's going to take out Ostrich so fast. I love watching Trogdor. I really do. What a guy.
It ends up working since at the peak of that jump attack Ostrich does, his iframes will always just go away. And your top tier runners just have it timed out. You hit him with that Dash Lemon just before that point. It's a free 2 points of damage.
Yeah, so your every Crystal Hunter shot is three points of damage. Every Dash Lemon is 2. You're doing Dash Lemon to Crystal, which is 5, and then another Crystal, which is another 3. And it's just so fast. It takes a lot of quick switching, but you can do it.
And Crystal, fortunately, the first weapon on with default controls, the R press cycle of weapon switching. Rip yellow sub. Alright, so Trogdor taking down that iconic yellow submarine of Bubble Crab stage. Runs up, grabs that heart tank the easy way, and right there you saw a slope jump. Just like X1, you see it a little bit before the boots, but there you can see it too, because you actually get a little extra height off of slope jumps. You can use it to get on top of the water, grab that ledge, and then just dash jump over. You can jump on top of the water too, an interesting property of this game, and grab that sub-tank. Another really good climb. Yen doing the kind of more traditional, casual, I want to say semi-casual, but it really is actually the fastest way to kill the snail. Just juggle his shell around. If you can't get that quick kill, it is a little technical, but that normal kill's not bad at all.
So, I really wish I could remember what that's called. Trogdor gets the charged wheel, and then Crab jumped up into it again while it was already despawned and took more damage.
Wow.
I can't remember what that's called. Yoku? No, that's wrong. That's completely wrong. Don't listen to
I
me.
don't even think I ever noticed that about that fight before. I just know hit him with wheels.
Yeah, so really good setup by Trogdor there. Forgive me for not remembering the setup and what it's called, but
oh, not a problem. Not a problem at all.
he's slaying this game right now. All right, so back to Yen. With Ostrich Stage, riding this bike, you want to hold... I didn't know this until Trog told... Oh, God.
Crashing the bike.
He crashed the bike early. You want to hold that that dash function from the time that you get on the bike, the whole way. You just want to hold it. Look at him. He's going to recover. Is he going to get... Oh! Dang. So Yen's going to have to go for backup strats where you use a charge flame burner, get across the spikes. He got it. He got the heart, and he's going to have to take a death here. It only loses about 10 seconds-ish. It's not too bad. But if you don't hold the boost or dash, whatever you want to call it, on the bike, you will probably crash it. So Trog gave me the inspiration to hold that dash button the entire time.
Yep, it's worked for me. The only thing you have to do then is make sure you can still mash down that that gate. Trogdor now has the full set of armor, so he gets half price on all weapon usage. You saw a couple more slope jumps there to get that extra height. If you're dash jumping off those ledges, I don't think you can actually make it straight up on the one side. It's one of those things that is not obvious when you're watching it, but it's definitely something you learn fast when you start missing it.
If you've played X1, you know about slope jumps, and you need to be at walk speed to get that. So,
yep.
By using walk speed, you can get the slope jump, which gives you increased height, and you can get up there just fine. Easy as pie.
Somebody asked the other day, how do you do that hallway in Moth stage without taking damage? And Trogdor just showed you, everybody.
He's gonna do it again.
Got
Here
one more.
Oh!
Oh, no. Oh, why?
So that's called Hellway, ladies and gentlemen. It's very difficult to take no damage there, but Trog still does it pretty optimally, I should say. So you want to do 2 charged flame burners, do a normal burner, and then do 1 more charged flame burner to reduce the amount of lag in this fight against Moth. And this guy hits like a truck. You do not want to be hit by Moth. Even with all your armor and all of that damage reduction, he still does, what, 4 damage at least?
It's a pretty decent amount of damage.
Yeah, he's a beast. So Trogdor has the helmet and the chest piece. Both take 25% reduction in weapon usage. So together, 50% weapon reduced usage. And that'll get you through Moth stage very quickly because you can just use all the burner you want to and have some left for the fight. So he did that very well. Now we're going to Counter Hunter 1. And Yen is going for some slope jumps. He got it.
Oh, nice. I don't think I ever noticed that about that heart grab technique. He just dashed right off there with the fire. I think he gets a little extra speed from that compared to a normal air dash.
Absolutely. A fun fact is anytime you use the charge burner and you encounter a ledge, it will actually cancel it. So if you're using a charge burner over normal ground and that turns into spikes, it's going to cancel and you're going to land on spikes. And yes, Trogdor just got grabbed there by the claw. We don't want that. Uh-oh.
You got grabbed by that one big beefy arm.
Caleb's around somewhere. His ears are burning. Regardless of that little mishap or two, Trog gets through Counter Hunter Stage 1. No problem. We're going to come up to Violin. We do not want him to raise his arms. We just want him to jump. And that reduces all the lag. He doesn't get iframes, and he gets iframes, but he doesn't get extra iframes, and he just takes damage. Decent RNG there. He didn't raise his arms, so he wasn't blocking the bubble shot there, the bubble shield. And he gets taken out pretty quickly.
Violin, when you have the full set of armor, is basically a chump.
What a chump.
If you don't have the armor, if you don't have the extra heart tanks, he's pretty difficult just because of the damage that ball and chain does.
I just want to say... Oh,
no, go ahead.
Yen has had 2 gold splits in the past 2 stages he's done. He has gotten 2 gold splits. He saved 6 seconds and then also another almost 10 seconds. So He's coming up to Moth stage now. He's doing very well.
That's what we want to see.
Oh, yeah. All right, Trogdor coming up on elevator skip here. Oh, my goodness.
Ooh. I was thinking about it. Oh, so is he trying to neon jump up here?
He's fine. He's not going to do it. I hope. So there's a really bad thing that can happen on the LA skip. You can go under that first moving platform and spike before you even get out of the water. Trogdor evades that easily. And the thing about those elevator platforms is you are only able to be 1 pixel away from them to wall kick, as opposed to everything else in Mega Man X where you can be 7 pixels away and still wall kick. So they're kind of slippery, you could say. You have to be right on them to be able to wall kick off them. So Trog's going to switch to Silk Shot, take out the front of Sergei's little fortress there. And now he's going to go for Charged Slicer and try and get some double hits. Now this guy can be tedious. He can move up and down, get out of the way of your shot. It's very difficult to optimize this fight. I'd still be in CH2, by the way. Wow. Or CH1, rather.
What was that kill?
It's nuts. I can't even... I want to be that good, Mr. Cab. I really do.
Did he get that, interesting double hit I've heard legends about?
Yeah, he got at least 1, possibly 2 double hits on that fight. If you time it and space it properly, you can hit him with the initial shot, and then when the shot comes back down, the slicer will hit him twice. You can also miss completely, and it will be blocked. So it's a very difficult strat to optimize, especially in a run. In practice, a lot of things are easier because you can just reset and do them again and again. In runs, it's very difficult.
Trogdor missing the neon there, so he takes the SMB3 platform.
He's going lower route.
Most of the cool kids took the low route these days.
Hey, I do. So, I mean, that's good enough, right? Beep, beep. So we're coming up here to the Shoryuken capsule. You must have all upgrades, all boss weapons. Of course, you have that by this point. And full health. Yes. And that way, that unlocks the Shoryuken capsule. And then you get this wonderful spike section at the end of the stage that you have to deal with, which Trog does effortlessly.
Important to get through there without taking damage so you can actually still use the Shoryuken here against Agile.
Would you like to explain the Shoryuken, Mr. Keb?
Well, you gotta have full health to use it. It's just like Street Fighter from there. Forward, down, forward, and then, well, you don't have punch, so shoot. I think there's a little bit of interesting detection of what actually constitutes down and forward, but that's another story.
Mega Man X. I'm sorry? Nope, go.
No, just from there, it's the Hadouken in Mega Man X1 is 32 damage per hit, which is enough to take down a boss in one shot, and most other enemies in the game. The Shoryuken, I believe, is 16 damage on the first hit, assuming the enemy is not in iframes. And after that, I think it's every other frame it does 8 points of damage. So essentially 3 shots bosses very quickly, although you have to be sure to hit them for those 5 frames. Gator is one of those bosses that's short enough, small enough, you might not hit him 3 times, so you gotta whittle him down just a little bit here.
What a beauty to watch.
Yeah.
And I was going to say, when X's programmers determined that there was there's no backwards movement. It's always forward, just either left or right. So you can actually do a left, down, right input, and then fire, and he will do a Shoryu, and right, down, left will also do a Shoryu.
So I think down and forward, any forward will register as a down and forward. I guess that's why I've heard people talk about the half circle Shoryuken as a technique.
Yes.
What you just said would definitely do that.
Ostrich is a good example. You're jumping to the right, so you're already holding right. Then once you get over him, you can press down and left and then fire, and he will do a Shoryu to the left. It's a very simple mechanic. And Trog is he's just destroying these refights right now.
Yeah, I mean, the refights here, I was starting to talk about it a little bit earlier. There's the boss RNG for the first 8, and here, the refights, it's really all about the Shoryuken. As long as you can land... the more you can land, the better it is. Gator and Crystal are the 2 really hard ones, but everybody else, all you really need to do is make sure you still have full life, and generally you just get right in there.
So what Trog did there, he saw that Wire Sponge was spinning his little chain there. He dashed under the chain and did a Shoryu before the chain came back. It will hit you on the way back, but he wanted to save those frames that he had already lost, and he just did it right there. That was beautiful.
I think the fighting game turn would be punishing him for that strike chain.
They would.
Trogdor,
Crab is...
Yeah, Trogdor there jumping over the crab. Once he goes into that bubble pattern, if you go over his head, he's going to do that jump, and of course once you're jumping in the air, very easy to get a Shoryuken off on him.
Crab's bubble will prevent any Shoryuken damage. It will just delete the bubble. So what Trog did there made Crab break his own bubble first, become not immune to damage, and went ahead and took care of him when he landed on his fire punch there. Nice dragon punch.
Yen did not go for the elevator skip here. Didn't get the mine damage on Sergei either, but he's in a good position now. He's got to just make sure he avoids these shots. He should be okay.
Yeah, he's doing just fine. He's got plenty of health. He's using the nice and easy setup.
The only thing with standing there, like every other shot is either going to come out in that X pattern or that plus sign pattern. So basically either the diagonals or not. Was that icy hot from Trogdor?
That was icy hot. That was the icy cold to numb the pain and then warm to melt it away. Well done. It's a good strat. Ooh, beep beep. Multiple beep beep strats from Trogdor.
Bing, bing, bing.
Icy Hot looks so good.
Icy Hot is the best name for a strat I've heard in a long time.
More beep beep. Oh man, Snail giving him a little bit of trouble though.
Ooh. So is this actually his last Maverick?
I'm not sure.
I'm not sure we've seen Centipede. We must have though.
Oh wow! Oh!
Yo! So we had the one extra bounce. I've seen that a few times. I can't fully explain it outside of the game. Clearly thinks you're still dashing into that shell. And yeah, that was Trogdor's last Maverick. The Snail one you might want to do early on in PB attempts just because that will happen a lot where you'll just miss it. It might be one you want to do last in a race because it's the one you're most likely to not get. So you might as well make sure you get through the first 7 with full health.
Trog has taken out the final boss, known as the Barrier Attacker. Game is over. Good job, Trog. But honestly,
you're kind of right.
that is the most difficult part. Once you're very experienced in this game, that last Barrier Attacker, if he bonks you, it just wastes so much time, and Trogdor took him out no problem. Very well done.
Yeah. Again, it's the hardest part because if you get hit, you need to find health before you can use a Shoryuken or reach into your sub-tanks, which you might want to hold on to for later. He's got about a Bro Fist. Let's see if he gets the double Shoryu. Zero's so powerful, it takes 2 Shoryukens to take him down.
It's the hair, man.
Gotta love the hair.
I love it. They should really do an Herbal Essences commercial about Zero's hair.
That would make me buy Herbal Essences, not gonna lie.
I agree.
Yen is done with Agile. Good job.
Now,
He
if
did have to farm
Agile,
some health earlier, but he's in there. Go ahead.
if Agile goes left or right and trolls you, you will do your Shoryuken input, and you will land on spikes. So it's good that he took him out on the first Shoryu attempt. That way he doesn't have to deal with a death and trying to do that again.
Trogdor making short work of the Wolverine Sigma.
This is the first 34 I've seen from Trog. Oh my god.
Oh no! Oh! Doesn't even care anymore. Wireframe Sigma here foolishly will try and trap you when he has very low hit points, when he's in the red. Although when you have full health and a full meter of strike chain, that's a really bad idea to just kind of sit there and get pummeled by his own weakness. RaceBot telling us that took 34 minutes and 19 seconds. That's gotta be the tournament PB so far.
He had a 33-30 last I saw him.
He had 33?
He had a 33 in the tournament.
Yo, this guy.
Trogdor is unstoppable. I've come to terms with it.
He has a 33-28 and a 33-46, so you're right. Trogdor's kind of fallen off here. What's up with this 34?
I don't know, man. What's going on?
We're gonna have to ask him this if he pops in here. What the hell, man?
Did Yen beat the spread?
Well, I mean, Yen still has to finish, so the spread's still going.
It's true.
This is where we can make some Al Michaels jokes, but...
But honest, I'm being complete.
Oh! Nice combo to finish the Gator.
Very nice. And again, guys, Yen is not a bad player of this game. I'm just going to tell you that right now. Trogdor is just so seasoned. He's very seasoned in this game, and he knows what he's doing all the time. He knows all the reactions. It's ridiculous.
Yeah, Yen just went and took care of the Gator first, it looks like. Oh!
What?
Oh!
You can do that?
Yeah. Oh!
Dang.
He's thinking he's not going to go to his sub-tank. Not a terrible idea to try and save your sub-tanks for later in the refights. Bad idea, though, to jump into them, because there's only 8 hit points worth of health at the top of the screen.
So if you watch Ostrich closely, he'll be taking iframes and then he'll kind of flicker just a bit differently. And after that flicker, you can hit him again immediately. There he goes.
I'm pretty sure he's taken more than 8 hit points worth of damage at this point. Definitely now.
Yeah, he's going to need to sub-tank.
He's not going to be able to fill up from just going up there. You're probably right. He should sub-tank first and then start filling up the sub-tank again. Yeah, Yen is kind of going to the hard ones first, and this is kind of what I was starting to talk about earlier. Ostrich, I mean, if you go for that strat, it's less free, but Ostrich is one of the ones should be relatively free. You have all the other ones like Wire and Stag that you should be able to basically go in and take care of relatively quickly. And now he's kind of caught in this loop where he might take more damage than he'd like.
He needs to not take damage right now. There we go. Okay. Just enough space to get those little health pellets and not have a problem. He'll be at full health again, but he will not have a sub-tank yet. And I'm not sure how many Mavericks he's taken care of.
I think that's number 3.
Okay.
But he has taken care of the hard ones.
There we go. He's got 2 health and a sub-tank, so... projectile damage? I'm not sure what would take 2 from X.
There are a few things.
It doesn't matter. Yen will be able to fill up at least 8 more HP, so he should be good.
He's going to go right into Stag. He's not even putting more in that sub-tank right now.
Oh, wow. I would have. I'm not gutsy enough for... Wow!
Yeah, Stag fight is pretty free.
If anyone's having trouble with getting Stag like that, just hold left before the fight starts, and then your inputs are very quick. It saves a lot of time. You don't have to worry about waiting to hold left. Just hold left. Once you get control, down left and fire, and it will be no problem.
Got a little more health in his sub-tank. Didn't go up for the rest, but Sponge, hopefully free. Just go in the air. Just dodge. He made him angry.
He's angry.
I know, right? He's angry. Oh. Come on. Oh. Stop getting hit. He's too close. I mean,
Scabby, he cut the pickle.
Oh, God. Savage. Look away from your screens. Hide the children.
Hide your kids, hide your wife.
Wire Sponge just lost his life. And Yen about to discover he's not going to have a Shoryuken.
So he should be coming up. Yep, he's... Oh, man. This is not a fun fight.
Thinking about it.
To have no Shoryu, this fight is not the one you want. Lots of particles to hit you. Obviously, you want to avoid damage. Yen has already taken too much to get the Shoryu back for the next Maverick.
Yep. Not enough in the tank to even fill up. Just what's up exactly with sub-tanks in X2? Because it feels like in 2 and 3, if it's not full, it's almost not worth using most of the time.
It's, in my experience, very little experience, by the way. I've only played this game competitively for 3 weeks, but you only want to take 1 bonk from an enemy in this Shoryu rush. That way you can just fill up with these health pellets, but In no X game does a full sub tank ever heal you almost to full health. It seems like it's almost just 26 HP, or I'm not even sure.
Well, no
But it
SNES
will.
game anyway.
Yes, no SNES game for sure. I should clarify.
Yeah. Let me tell you about Mega Man X8 later.
Bet that free Hadouken, huh? Free.
It's free.
Anyway,
Yen
looks
is
like
done with refights.
absolutely. So he's going to come up to the barrier attacker, which is the final boss of this game.
I'm gonna start using that line. It's good.
It really is, man. That's what Trog says. Ooh, oh,
That's one you can go under too.
dang.
So he's gotta find something to kill. These giant pink blocks, I've seen him give drops a lot, but more recently I've seen them giving lots of weapon drops in the revisit here. Not what you want. He got the big health drop there though.
Ooh. Yen's playing with fire.
Quite literally with that speedrunner. He's very far away from zero. I don't know about this setup.
It's still better. Being closer to zero makes it a lot easier to just lemon and make him guard. Then at your leisure, you can do your Shoryuken inputs, and it's a little bit better. I've seen plenty of people do this.
Any minute now. There we go. Hey, anything that gets you through that fight quickly is a good strat. So,
absolutely, any Shoryu is better than no Shoryu, and you got to do what you got to do to get that input. And remember, you have to be at full health. If you're not at full health, you will not get that Shoryuken.
So if this was a 10-minute spread, Yen's got just a little time left.
He can tie.
It might be a push.
He got
in there.
Sorry?
Well, I've got to do that. Just go up the wall.
A little bit. Oh my goodness.
Sigma taking a dive.
Yen has time. He can two-shore you.
Can he exterminate the virus? Let's see. Is Yen using any sound? Has gotten a little quiet in here. Sorry about that. Does he have anything in the tank? Not enough.
There goes the spread, guys. All right, so Wireframe Sigma's weakness is the strike chain.
Stop getting hit by that laser, Yen. Ooh, nice lucky drop. Gets 10 health back. That just tells you how much he was missing.
And I think Wireframe also has more HP than any normal boss in this game.
Oh, definitely.
Not sure how much. I haven't researched it that much. Wow, good drops. Now he just needs some weapon energy.
Yeah,
otherwise, he's going to be charging.
He's just going to go straight to the Buster strats here. Not good to get caught when you're down to Buster strats.
There he goes.
Nice. RaceBot reporting in a 45.9, which is apparently a minute 45-second race PB for Yen. Although you can see the splits are red. But hey, a race PB is still good.
Oh yeah, race PB is good. I just love hearing PB. I love when anyone gets one. I don't care where it is. It's always good to hear.
Indeed. Getting better every day.
So, excellent run from Trogdor. Good run from Yen24 there, getting his race PB by over a minute, by the way. Almost 2 minutes. So, he definitely had a good outing here.
Yep. So, Perfection... Yo, you're commentating with me. I'm looking at the screen looking for a name. Sorry. Yen24. With that loss, honestly, not that big a deal. Everyone in this group lost to Trogdor. Hopefully he can kind of brush up this run a little bit and get in there next time. The rest of his opponents in this group, Jorge and Berlin Dude. See, Berlin Dude's put up a mid 40. Jorge's put up a high 30. So based on those two results all by themselves, Yen certainly in the running to get one win. Might need to do a little more against Jorge, though. I think that's the last race on the Speed Gaming schedule tonight. In fact, this race itself wasn't on the schedule until it happened. The next thing I'm seeing on the calendar, Ori in the Blind Forest at 11 a.m. Eastern Time Thursday. So that will be in about 12 hours from now, a little less than that. Final Fantasy 1 at 1 p.m. Eastern, some Shovel Knight starting at 6 p.m., preceded by a second Final Fantasy race. X2 itself returns at 7 o'clock. That one on the schedule will be Darrenville against Cruz. More Ori through the evening, and that's all we've got for now. Other tournament going on, Mega Man 3's next race will be Friday night. So that's all I've got for now. You have anything else, Profection? Any last comments on this race?
I hate barrier attacker.
You heard it here first, everybody. Profection hates barriers that are attackers.
Well done by both gentlemen. It was a wonderful race. Trogdor, as always, just magnificent, and Yen with the race PB. It was a good thing to watch. So, GG to both guys.
Yep. I'm looking around. I don't see any X streams on my follower list. You might have more than I do, though. Picking out a Mega Man 3 if you've got nothing else. For our hosting target.
Give me 2 seconds.
Alright, so hang tight, folks. We're going to send you someplace great.
We have Colonel Fatso doing some MM3 runs tonight.
I miss him on there? Yeah, you're right, he is. Colonel Fatso, one of the many players who plays both the Classic and the X Series. We can go to the Colonel. I feel like we go there an awful lot, but you know there's a reason for that.
He's a great player. He's there to optimize, and his stream is always fun to watch. He's a really good guy, so I always recommend.
And don't forget to follow the runners here too, everybody. But Colonel Fatso does look like he's away from his chair at the moment. I don't know if this is going to work when we raid him, but everybody just wait for him to come back before we spam anything.
His chair has actually been known to get 37s in Mega Man 3.
True. True.
I'm just saying, it's worth a watch. It's worth a wait. He's a hell of a guy. Honestly, he's a really good speedrunner, and he's always there, willing to help you. So I highly recommend waiting for him to come back, and you'll always have a good time in Colonel.
So yeah,
Fatso's.
Silent Raid. Wait for him to come back to his chair, and then spam that question: when is your chair getting a 30 free? And say hello to the Colonel for us, everybody. He's in this tournament too. Forget what his record is in here.
He's got a 33-17, I believe.
He is 3-0 in the tournament itself.
Wow.
I think his only race left is with Conster? No, it's with Raul. So yeah, he's got some 34s in here. Well, that's going to be it for us. This has been Mr. Cab with Profection.
What up, guys?
So have a good evening, everybody, and until next time, don't lose cape.
Stay safe, everybody.